Martin Cahill's my name. I'm currently head of operations for Cavan GAA, which also encompasses the kind of secretary role. I'm in this position for the last 2.5 years. Previous to that, I was volunteer treasurer for about 20 years. We became involved with ClubSpot in 2020. We were considering going ticketless or cashless at games. ClubSpot were a local company, Cavan owned and Cavan based. That was the first consideration. Having our own app is very, very good to us in a number of ways that's not visible to the ordinary people. We have about 25,000 users on the Cavan GAA app now. That's increasing all the time. Every time that somebody wants to buy a ticket, they become an app user. And that's good in itself. We have a number of sponsors on the Cavan app, and they get exposure from every time somebody goes in to buy a ticket. But it's not just about buying tickets, it's the add-ons that we can get out of the app. We try and put our news and our information on it, and we're not as successful as we should be in doing that, and it's something we have to improve upon. But the 25,000 users, they have access to our monthly draw. Our monthly draw probably gets about 100,000 income or profit for us in a year, which is a huge amount of money with very, very little work. This emanated from a car draw that we had back in, I think, 2021 in the depths of COVID, and that was totally through the Cavan app and through social media, and we generated, I think, 120,000 out of that. For us, there's a number of benefits. For our volunteers who do our gates and would have been in the habit of maybe having considerable amounts of money in their possession, there's a huge effort there. They're very happy. They arrive at the venue, all they have to do is make sure they have a charged phone and it works. And from us, we can look at the dashboard, we can see how many was at any particular game. Some of our games, the funds go back, our county league finals, the funds go back to the clubs. So we're able to show how many adults, how many children, what the income was, what the costs are associated with, what the net amount is. And for our audit at the end of the year, we can give the figures to our auditors. They know then how much money we had in, what the costs were, when the funds arrive in our bank. The money arrives in our bank about 10 days after, I think it's Wednesday to Wednesday, and the funds arrive the following Monday. So it's great from a cash flow point of view as well. And in terms of the monthly draw and the app, as I said, we have 4 sponsors on the app at the moment. They're getting exposed to 25,000 users there, but it's a new and an additional income stream for us. That's shown on our accounts. That generated 20,000 alone for us in the 2024 financial year. So there's many ways, and I suppose it's a vindication of the app in that successful businesses in Cavan see a value of investing 5,000 in advertising on that. They obviously see the impact for them and the possibility of reaching 25,000 different customers. Like everything else, initially it was challenging. Initially people didn't want to do something different and something new, but now it's never accomplished, it's never done, and that it'll never change. But we have very, very little problems at games. The people who scan at our games think that working with the Cavan app and the ClubSpot app is much easier. They work on another couple of platforms nationally and for provincial council, and they don't have as ease of access or as much ease in working those. One of the other benefits of the dashboard is that we can track people who are going to multiple games and people who attend a huge amount of games, and from that database we've been able to approach those people and suggest to them that they might join our club referee offering, which is an annual season ticket, which obviously allows them to go to every game in Cavan. And we have also the ability on the app for people to buy club referee through the app. Whenever we've had a difficulty, we just lift the phone the helpline, and all our problems they're resolved within minutes normally. Maybe occasionally if it's a more major issue it might take a little bit long, but we have very, very little history of any major problems. It just doesn't happen. We wouldn't be able to work without ClubSpot at the minute. It's just central to what we do. It's second nature, and the Cavan app, we hope and we know is become a second nature. Our ladies are considering moving their games onto it. our Camogie people have moved their games onto it. So we want Cavan app to be the one-stop place for anything you want to do with tickets in Cavan.